Okay, welcome everyone again to our Tuesday face meeting. So today again we will be having our Tuesday face meeting, and then next week is Chinese New Year already. Okay, so hopefully everyone is well prepared for Chinese New Year, and that we are gonna take a break next week. But that doesn't mean we are taking a break from our business, right? Because we are on fire, and I see a lot of us sharing with everyone that we meet, especially John. Okay, so before we start, let me first share the promotion across 3 countries. So this month is a festive month still. So throughout our 3 countries, we also can see a lot of promotions. Okay, so the first one that in Malaysia, we'll start from Malaysia, is that when we buy any Amway products worth a minimum of 300 ringgit, then we get we purchase the old double X, the 31-day supply. The tray one is already out of stock. The refill pack is still available at only 50 ringgit. And then this one is no more stock already, so don't need to see. Then also, because it's Chinese New Year, I'm sure that our excess drink will be very good selling. So you can buy any 2 cartons of excess drink, which is 24 cans, and then you can choose to purchase this ice ball maker at only 15 ringgit. And then there's also the limited edition pure cotton squares from Artistry. If you have used it before, you know that Artistry cotton squares are usually very, very soft and very good for our skin. It doesn't hurt our skin because outside the cotton square, sometimes you feel soft, but it actually still have sharp particles that can harm our skin. For Artistry, don't have such thing. It's just very soft and very good for sensitive skin. And then for Artistry as well, we have this promotion where when we buy the Supreme LX cream, you get a gift with purchase, the mini cream. And then when we buy the eye cream, LX eye cream, you also get a gift with purchase of this mini eye cream. Okay, and then for Artistry Supreme LX regenerating set, when you purchase it, you get a gift with purchase 9 set of skin nutrition discovery pack, so you can figure out which one is most suitable for you. Okay, for eSpring water treatment, this month when you buy, you can choose to purchase either 8 ringgit for this multifunction health pot or 19 ringgit for this Lagomet vintage collection kettle and steamer cooker set. Okay, and for Noxa bread maker oven toaster, you also can get a gift with purchase if you buy it this month, the lock and lock bread container. So we are going to use the Noxa to make bread. So might as well have this container that is actually very airtight one. So it's very good for your bread. You can store for longer, fresher. And then of course, when Chinese New Year, we also have a lot of limited edition, especially this year. And we actually went out of the way to have a lot of limited edition packaging for Virgo, the cookie set, and also for the this blooming and pink bloom set. All have this Chinese New Year great for gifting to your family or friends. Okay, and then also of course we also have all these festive season food. Okay, and the Yisang also always is sold out because it's very delicious one. We already tried it this year and it's still as delicious among all the other goodies that we have for Chinese New Year. Okay, moving on to Singapore, we have Lejia Chinese New Year cookies. While stock lasts, okay, purchase any 2 bottles and receive a free Chinese New Year paper bag. And then Chinese New Year special as well. You can spend any $448 the item below, and then you'll get a free set of bread packets. For eSpring, you can purchase either the eSpring or eSpring bundle, and then you can receive this very good quality iCook shears that is worth $105 for free. Okay. And then at Singapore as well, we also have this limited edition Artistry Pure Cotton Square. Okay, so make sure to not miss out. And for Noxa promotion, when we purchase the multi-function pressure cooker, you can receive a free Clayton stoneware baking dish worth $35. And for Artistry, you can save up to 5%. And then you can also purchase the Artistry Dermasonic at only $160 with this 3-step set. Okay, the price of the Dermasonic is actually 406, and it's actually very useful for building the artistry business. So if you're considering, might as well get it this month, okay? And then for artistry skin serum bundles as well, you can choose either one set. There's 3 different sets here. And then you can also purchase the artistry Dermasonic at 160 when you purchase this set. Okay, of course, there's also complimentary brand experience consultation and premium. You can, as long as you sign up as a new ABO, you get this free brand experience and premium. So make sure you sign up already, you find out how you can get all these goodies. Then also there's the Nutrilite Botanical Research Center learning trip. Okay, so make sure you qualify for it and then you can go to the trip. So this month is the last month, I think, right? So make sure you're on track. So as usual, APC and ABO, we always got goodies for new APC and ABO. So also in Singapore, you can get a lot of savings when you sign up right away. Okay, so it's a good deal when purchasing Amway products. In Indonesia, okay, there's this Phyto Bites that is a very good and healthy snack options for people that want to have healthy lifestyle. So make sure you grab them when they have it in stock. And then of course there's a social media challenge of TikTok. Okay, when you post your content and also make sure that you qualify a certain view and a certain comment, then you can actually get free mixed collagen drink from Amway. Okay, so make sure that if you're gonna post in TikTok already, make sure you qualify that and get your free collagen because it's really the best product that a lot of women like. Okay, and then for this other one, from 1 January onwards, okay, until 31st January, so you still got to have a few weeks. Okay, you can buy the Nutrilite product for 1.3 juta rupiah, and then you can get the free envelope, ang pao envelope. And then if you top up another 89,000 rupiah, you can follow the scratch and win and get all these goodies that you can see in the on the poster, yeah. And then there's a program activation for the new sign up. So this already prolonged already. So as long as you sign up for ABO or PP, so you join and then you can get this what is this? 25,000 rupiah. Okay, this coupon when you purchase a certain limit amount. Okay, so make sure you don't make sure you get this when you sign up. And there's also this one essential artistry vitamin sheet mask along with the other things. Okay, so make sure we don't miss out on all these goodies. Okay, and so with that, that's the end of this month's sharing. If I miss out any of this sharing, make sure you ask the person that brought you here. And today as well, we are here to learn. So, and we have a lot of goodies. I heard from our speaker today, okay, that he's gonna share with us on a very good speech that he heard from a Chinese speaking leader. And today, because we have this meeting that is provided by our founder Diamond, Edwin and Janet, we also can learn although we don't know Mandarin, right? So that's the beauty of this meeting where we can learn together, we share together and grow together. Okay, so we have with us Alan, which is from Singapore, a leader from Singapore, and he will be sharing this speech that he learned, and then he's sharing with us today. So with that, let us put our hands together, put an 888 in the chat box, and welcome Alan. Thanks, Alan.
Okay, thank you so much to our host for the wonderful introduction. And good evening to Diamond, Edwin, and everyone here. My name is Alan, and I'm from Singapore. Thank you. I would like to thank the Home Global Link for providing such a great platform for us to come together from different countries to learn from each other. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank my leader, mentor, Tony and Casey, for their relentless guidance and encouragement. Okay, tonight I'm going to share with all of you a speech by this Diamond Xiao, which was presented in Chinese, and I translated it into English because I find that it is very inspiring, and I hope you all can benefit from it too. And the topic of this speech is our thoughts decide our path. So I tried to my best effort to translate it in and hope that it retains its original meaning. So I seek your understanding if there's any confusing statement you may have here later. What I have learned from his speech is the importance of book reading, which changed the way he thinks and the way he look at things, right? So his first book was this Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And his greatest reward from this book is about choice. Okay, making the right choice is critical. Therefore, he made the choice for himself, freedom. Reason being, before he read the book, he is not aware that he is deprived of freedom. In fact, this is a reality for most of us. Many of us did not realize that we do not have any freedom at all, right? So have you noticed that it is so difficult to meet up with your friends because they are always busy? Yeah, undeniably, yeah. Whether you are rich or poor, we are all busy. The difference is that the poor is busy looking for money, but the rich is busy looking for ways to let the money look for them. This is like what we Chinese said, 钱找你容易哦，你找钱很难的. So the meaning is, for money to look for you is easy, but to look for money is very difficult, right? So there are 6 differences between the rich and the poor. Number 1, the concept of money. The poor keep thinking of saving money. They only spend on things that are of no value, whereas the rich spend on things that are of value or things that can appreciate in value. Okay. And number 2, difference in method of making money. Okay. The poor exchange money with their time, whereas the rich exchange money with money, and most of the time having multiple sources. And number 3, difference in spending. The poor keeps spending on things they like, but the rich usually spend on investment. They spend with a purpose, right? And number 4, the poor are deficient internally, and that's why they are poor externally. The rich is abundant internally. That's why they are rich externally. How do we explain this? It is like if you talk to a person who is deficient internally about doing Amway, he will ask, what if I fail? Will my friends laugh at me? But if you talk to a person who is abundant internally, he will think, others can't make it doesn't mean I can't make it. And what if I am successful in the business? Right? And those internal deficiency people always feel that if they put in effort, they may lose something. On the contrary, internal abundant person thought otherwise. They will think, if I put in effort, I will get back more. Okay? And number 5, the starting point. Simon Xiao quoted a sharing from this founder EDC City Sakura. Okay, we are not making use of people to build our Amway business. We are making use of Amway business to build people. So we must make this starting point clear because it is very important. All right. And number 6, action. We always hear people shouting the slogan, I want to be successful. I want to be successful, right? But there's no action from them. So we cannot be successful without action. Before moving on to the next book, Simon Xiao shared that to be financially free is in fact very simple. First, we need to create passive income. And second, we need to reduce our expenses. So as long as our passive income is higher than our expenses, we are financially free. But we should not downgrade our lifestyle in order to achieve financial freedom, even though it is not a bad idea. Only that we have to sacrifice things that we like to buy, play, and possess. So we must achieve financial freedom while at the same time upgrade our lifestyle. And how can we do that? We need to have a great environment, a great platform for learning. We should not expect a smooth journey doing Amway because there's always challenges. And the biggest challenge is the struggle within ourselves. Therefore, environment plays an important role, and we are so blessed to have a fantastic environment like Home Global, right? So here comes the second book that he shared, which is The Secret. What he understood from this book is that whatever we repel the most is actually what we needed most. Okay? So, for example, using the most common slogan, I want to be successful, this phrase actually is very negative because it means I am not successful yet. What we need to do is to treat ourselves as though we are already successful. For example, when we are showing the plan to our prospect, we need to communicate like a diamond. We need to believe that we are already successful. So we need to constantly tell ourselves, I am a diamond. Because the power of spoken words is very important. Why do we need to speak like a diamond? Very simple. As we know, we are not operating a traditional business with a retail outlet where we can do decoration, all these to attract the crowd. We rely on word of mouth to operate Amway business. So without the decoration of retail shop, our communication skill becomes the most important factor to increase our sales volume, right? Therefore, our speech has to be of good quality, and that requires consistent practice and learning. As for those who have just joined, they may ask, I'm very new to this business. How am I to say I am a diamond? So Diamond Xiao says, yes, you can, because you are forecasting the facts. Of course, you must put in action to become a diamond, or else you are just lying to everyone else. So we need to understand and learn the power of spoken words. So you see, our brain is like a big container. Whatever thoughts that are being put in, they cannot be taken away. So if it contains many negative thoughts, how do we turn them into positive ones? We need to find a positive environment and mix around with positive people, and slowly we dilute the negative thoughts with lots of these positive ones, right? So just like if, for example, if I give you a cup of poison, you will die straight away after drinking it because it's very concentrated, right? But if I pour the cup of poison into a swimming pool, you will not die from drinking a cup of the pool water. Am I right? Because it's already diluted. So we need to consistently dilute our negative thoughts with positive thoughts. And we must learn how to believe and increase our attraction. Because when you believe, things will happen. And people got attracted by you because of the belief. Okay? And followed by the third and the last book that Diamond Xiao recommended. It is the title, Meeting Your Unknown Self. Okay, this is a direct translation. I don't know whether English, is there such a book or not. Okay, so he got a shock for being asked the question, who am I? You know, we are not referring to Jackie Chan's movie here with the same title, Who Am I? Okay, have you really stopped and think to yourself, who exactly am I? Yourself. Okay, it is not about your name or your job title. Diamond Xiao applied this who am I into the business of Amway, which translates into my value. Okay, so and my value represents what can I do for you and what is my objective. When Diamond Xiao became aware of who am I, he began to stop holding the mentality that he is a general manager of a listed company. And he changed his mindset into I am a Amway business owner that provide value and services. And he also humbled himself from the title of Diamond Chief and went back to basics, removing the thought of how capable he is. And when he sees someone more capable than him, he removed the thought of being inferior. The only thought he has is thinking of ways to help others improve their value and provide value to others. With this mindset, we will increase our action tremendously. Okay. So lastly, a piece of advice from Diamond Cell. Okay. We are not defined by our past. We are defined by our present. So someone said that the best present God gave us is present. Right? So as this is a direct translation from my understanding of the original speech. So I hope I had gotten my message across to all of you. Okay. And with this, I end my sharing. Thank you for your attention, and I pass the mic back to our awesome host. Thank you.
Wow, thanks, Alan, for such a great sharing and input. So I believe that a lot of us, although a short sharing, I think Alan have put in a lot of effort to actually translate, and the thought process of actually understanding and then translate to us is very, very important. So with that, we get to learn from the mind of a diamond. Like he said, I think just now we can see that he is ready to be diamond, right? Not the way he share is as if that the words are from himself. Okay, so let's put a 111 and thanks Alan. Okay, so really when we learn from diamonds, when we learn from successful people and like-minded people, we really get inspired a lot. And I think just now Alan point out a lot of good points where he mentioned that, you know, although we are not diamond yet, but we need to act like one. Last time when I first joined the business, I also hear similar thing. But you know, I only hear the first half. So I decided to spend like a diamond. Not correct. Okay. So I think a lot of times when we hear diamond success story, we are like, wow, we need to be like diamond. So we need to look like diamond. Okay. In order to look like diamond, sometimes we go overboard. But actually what diamond actually means is that the mindset like diamond. Okay, like what Alan mentioned, to speak like diamond. And in order to be able to do that, what Alan said is very true. We need to constantly learn and constantly go for meeting and charge ourselves up, right? So sometimes I'm sure a lot of us will be wondering why every week got meeting. Sometimes it can be quite repetitive. Like, why is it always the same topic? All these committee members don't know how to come up with different topics, eh? But then I think we all deep down inside, we understand that Amway is so successful because it is a repetition and consistency business. And only by repeating the actions and learning constantly, I think we can really learn and understand the business well. Because when I first started, I heard the same thing, but what I interpret is different as what I will interpret now. And I think that's a very good part of this business where we are constantly learning, although it can be repetitive sometimes. And it's through the consistency that we grow. And as Alan mentioned, the key point here is that we have to put it in action. Otherwise, we just learn, and no output also wrong. So once again, thanks, Alan. I'm very glad that we are all here today to learn about this topic. I believe that we all get a lot of good points from what Alan shared with us just now. So let us put another 222 to thanks, Alan. Okay, and next on, we have with us another great leader that we are very blessed to have in this Home Global meeting as well, which is William Anthony. And I'm sure we all know that William is in the education industry and he has been coaching a lot of successful people. So tonight, he will be with us to share on his input, his thoughts. Okay, so with that, let us put an 888 and let's welcome William onto the stage. Okay.
Thanks, Bay, for the introduction. Can you all hear me? Okay. Hi, Casey. How are you? Hope you're getting better. Okay. All right. Okay. Bay asked me to talk on the topic of action. So I was telling her, instead of me talking, I'd rather coach someone who really needs their help in that area. So does anybody want to volunteer? Then probably at the end, I'll just cover some of the things that probably you can apply to the action you're going to take. Now, coaching is not giving advice, which is something I've learned in 2021 or 2022. I took up a course in coaching. I discovered that all these years I'm giving advice and why people don't take action. Very interestingly, all right. So some people take action, some don't take action. So after a program I did in June, I discovered that actually that the mistake I made was I was giving too much of advice. I became what you call the advice monster. All right. So if anybody wants to have a session with me, about 15 minutes, then I will go through the second part, which will tell you that how you can take the action, because action must be internal. You must want it. If I tell you to do it, you will do it, but after a while you'll give it up when you encounter challenges. Make sense? So does anybody wants to volunteer? Nobody wants to volunteer? Anyone? John, I see Sri, Silver, Ganesh. Anybody wants to volunteer? Then it'll be more interactive, you see, rather than me just talking, no?
Me.
Who's that? Oh, Ellen. Okay, Ellen. Very good.
Ellen,
Okay, Ellen. Can you all do me a favor? Can you pin pin me and Ellen? Everybody else, please off your your video. Can? Later I can come back. Not to worry. Yeah, just pin me and Ellen. Can? Okay, Ellen. I can see you. Okay, where did Ellen went to? You got to make me a host, by the way, Bay. Then I can share some slides later.
Yeah, host already, so can share.
Okay, thank you so much, Bay. Okay, Ellen, have you ever come across at times when you had can you off your videos, please, everyone? Off your videos, huh? Okay, Ellen, I will do a short coaching session with you. It's basically to guide to find out what do you really want to do. Have you ever come across times difficulty in taking action when the business is concerned?
Yes.
Okay.
Many times.
What? Sorry, I can't hear you.
Many times.
Many times, huh? Okay. Where is it easy for you to take action? In which areas of your life you find easy for you to take action? Easy.
Easy. You mean relating to the business?
No. Outside the business, where do you find things easy for you to take action?
Maybe when it's time to do sports.
Sports. Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
For me, gym and sports, very easy. Is it difficult for you to take action when it comes to business?
Yes. Almost.
There is, there is, yeah, there always is. Why do you think is that so? Is it because you love sports?
That's right.
Do you love this business? No.
I love the business too, but the business consists of so many aspects.
Right. Yeah. Yes. We're not asking you to cover all. Yeah. Yes. We're not asking you to cover all the aspects. Which part of the business do you find difficult for you to take action?
I should say knowledge, picking up of knowledge.
Okay, picking up of knowledge you find difficult. In what terms? Is it to attend the workshops or reading?
Reading.
Okay, very good. Thank you very much. What other areas do you find difficult for you to take action?
Closing, doing the closing.
Doing the close. Okay. Any other areas? One more area. Reading, closing. One more area.
And the learning of the products.
Products. Okay. So product knowledge, closing, and knowledge about the business, right? Yes. Why do you think so? These three areas are a challenge. Let's set a goal to work towards these three areas. Okay. Why do you think you find these three areas as a challenge?
Okay. Basically, my analysis is they are basically related to the mental power.
Correct. Agreed.
Yeah, because for me to take action easier in sport is because it's more on physical.
Mm.
Yeah, so I should say it's due to my maybe my mental weakness.
No.
in
You're
learning.
not mentally weak. If you're mentally weak, means you're mentally disabled. You're not. I can't give you the answer now because I will not be coaching you. I'll become an advice monster. I don't want to do that.
Okay.
There are many other reasons. There are other reasons. As you mentioned, sports is your highest value. So nobody has to tell you to do it. You will do it anyway. Business is something you're finding challenging because mentally it's draining. Mentally it's very challenging. Gaining knowledge, product knowledge, and closing. So I'm trying to understand why these three areas are a challenge for you. And do you want to continue with this challenge, or do you want to stop building the business?
I will want to continue.
Not to continue, to overcome the challenge. To overcome the challenge.
Yes.
Okay, very
Yes,
good.
yes,
So let's target the next 5 minutes. How you can overcome the challenge. Can you give me some ideas of how you can overcome the challenge?
How we can overcome the challenge?
How you can, not we. You.
Oh, me. How?
Yeah.
Yeah. That is something I'm struggling.
Okay.
I'm still trying very hard.
Okay. First thing, I'm coming to advice again. I shouldn't give advice. What other ways you've tried reading, you've tried closing, you've tried learning product knowledge? What is the best way for you, do you think, would be good for you to acquire gaining knowledge? Let's talk about gaining knowledge in reading a book. What is the best way for you? Do you read a book 20 minutes a day? Or do you read 1 page per day? Which is easier for you?
Easier. I think that's my problem. I'm very inconsistent at this moment.
No, don't worry about it. You see, your language, I'm inconsistent, I'm this and that. First, change language first. Let's try to change language first. I will come to you. Okay. I will come to you late. The second part as to why this is happening. Now we're going to find a solution.
Okay.
A solution.
Oh, okay.
Okay. A solution. Okay. A book I highly recommend is to go back and read Atomic Habits by James Clear.
Okay.
Atomic Habits by James Clear. Yeah. Very simple book. It'll tell you why we behave in that manner. Let me share my screen with you. There you are. It's called Atomic Habits. If you don't want to read, you also can listen. If you don't want to read, you also can listen. I love to listen a lot. All right. So I got audiobooks. Okay. I brought from the library and I listen to them. All right. So I photo read 25,000 words a minute, but I'm still lazy, by the way. So that's my nature. I'm still lazy. I like to listen. I'm a listening type. So I pick up. Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm also one of them.
Yeah, maybe you could be that. So could you change the way you acquire knowledge? How could you change the way to acquire knowledge?
I think I would prefer to have like what you say, listening.
Okay.
Recently, I discovered that I can gain quite a fair bit of knowledge from YouTube.
Perfect. YouTube is a very good learning channel. I always love to watch YouTube. Very good. In YouTube, you can go down to book summaries. YouTube has book summaries, which can summarize the entire book in a 5-10 minute video. Book summaries. So I'm trying to find out which other ways can you acquire knowledge except by reading, because reading is a challenge for you. For me, it's a challenge also, though I photo read. But I watch book summaries. I watch YouTube. Today I started reading another book again. If I start to read, I can read. But getting the book, I became lazy lah. Like we say, lazy lah. You know. Okay, so book summaries. Your upline is Casey, right? Your upline is Casey and Tony, right? Okay, very good. So after the session, you're gonna sit down with them and follow through with the plan. You're gonna follow through with the plan. Okay. So audiobooks is one. Second one is YouTube. The book summaries, you can take a look at it, right? Okay. That is for reading. Do you take notes when you read or listen?
Yeah, I do.
Index cards? Actually,
I wrote it on my on my this handphone.
Okay, I would suggest write it on an index card and leave it inside the book so that you can review the book again another time. What I do is every time is I write it on my index card. If I want more information, I go back to the book again and take out more points. Index cards are very powerful.
Okay.
Yeah. This is how you take notes. You take notes. Why? Because hey, this one attracts me. I like it very much. And then you write in your own words, or you can copy the text. It doesn't matter. As long as you understand the text, it's okay, perfectly fine. That will teach you. Why? Because tomorrow, when you start to teach other people, you can take out the book and summarize the key points. Very easily. Summarize the key points. So people can, hey, this is the key points. If they want to go and read, it's up to them. So I've given you three. You have taken up three ideas. One is audio, book summaries, and probably using index cards. Correct? Okay. Second is product knowledge and closing. Right? Product knowledge and closing. Okay. So now I have to change what do you call midway. My question is this: what is the highest value? What is the highest value? Value means like what were you doing today in the morning?
Okay.
What were you doing in the morning today? At work? At work?
Cleaning my house.
Cleaning my house. Yeah, for Chinese New Year lah. Okay. Yesterday, normally for average of 3-4 days, what will you do morning and afternoon? Working, right? Working.
Yeah. Okay.
Working, right?
Yeah.
After work, what do you do after work? What do you do after work?
Either I go for my badminton.
Yeah.
My sports. Then if not, I'll come back home, spend my time with my kids. Yeah.
Okay, so basically, vocation, sports, and kids are your highest three value. The other values are not your values anymore. Spirituality, financial, social. You understand? An example is this. I'm going to share my screen with you. Just give me a minute, please. Is to tell you how I track. Everything is trackable. Everything is trackable. These are my highest values. The purple represents my vocation. Okay. This one represents my mental, the pink color one. All right. If you look at this, can you see this here? The green represents my gym. Last week, I didn't go very much, a bit lazy. I track it. I track it. If you look at the left-hand side, there are vocation, family, mental, physical, social, spiritual, and financial. Get it? So my three areas are finance, physical, and financial, physical, and vocation are my three highest, what do you call, values. There's 7 areas of values. All right. I've been doing this for many years, so you can see how my color coding is. My color coding is all about I plan, but when I do it, I record it. Social is very little social, to be very frank with you. But I do go once in a while. I'm not that kind of a hermit in that sense. Why am I saying this to you? When you set goals in business and the upline tells you to do it, you will do it because your upline tells you, not because you want to do it. Your upline tells you, you do it for a short while. An example is this in badminton. When you play, badminton is also my favorite game. I began with badminton. I went to lawn tennis, and after I finally ended up in squash. Squash is the best. Very short, burn out. Then go for a nice beer. All right. In badminton, in badminton, very fast reaction and feedback. Hit back very quickly. You can get feedback, and you go for the smash for all the kill. Right. And you play doubles, and also how your partner plays. So very fast feedback, very fast corrections. Right. Your highest value. You will play for 2-3 hours non-stop. I know one. Right? Not because that is what something you love to do. Right? Are you staying, Alan, in Singapore? Are you in Singapore?
Yeah.
Okay. So one day we should play badminton. Yeah, I love to play badminton also. So the thing is this right now. I discovered this. When I first started this business, I had other values. I had family, vocation, job, family, church, spiritual, and my gym. My sports was very high value. I love fish tanks. I got a marine fish tank. As you can see behind, I got a fish tank here again. Okay.
Wow.
That costed me quite a bit. So I love. Now, the interesting part was this. A diamond asked this question: where do you spend most of your time? So I took down and I say, hey, my business is very little bit. My business is very little bit. They say 5 days a week. So 1 day a week, I tape my cassettes. Second day a week, I write my name on the books. I make sure the book is mine. So it's 5 days a week, what? But the 5 days a week, I'm supposed to meet people, not take my books, take my cassettes. That's not what I'm supposed to do, by the way. So I was wondering why. Because my highest value was job, family, church, and sports. So what did I have to do? I have to bring the business to the highest value. Ready? Ready, yeah? Okay. This is homework for you, huh? Not for me,
Okay.
homework for you, huh? This is homework for you. Okay, so I did this to the help of actually Hong Ming. Hong Ming is actually trained in this area, so he helped me. And I did this. Can you see this here? On the screen is coming up. So you write this question down. Answer this question. Answer this question. 200 benefits or more. I'll put the chat group for everybody else to, if you want to use it. All right. How is building this business serving ever greater numbers of people could be a benefit, value, and service to me in the 7 areas: spiritual, mental, vocational, family, social, physical, and financial. Now, please take note. What I wrote here was wrong. I can spend more time to exercise. I can sleep. Actually, it's wrong. When I started this, I didn't realize it. Then my friend Hong Ming told me, William, my team member said it's incorrect. How can you grow your business? Investing, being a philanthropist, investing in other companies. That means you must grow your business. It's a book I highly recommend if you're interested to read this book. It's a very, very good book. I just finished it. All right. It is called The Millionaire Next Door. Do you know there's a millionaire actually next door to you that you're not aware of it? Okay. Hey, wait, what did I do now? Sorry. Something I did wrong. Okay. There's a very good book which I finished. Can you see this here? The Millionaire Next Door. It's a very good book. In fact, next to your neighbor is a millionaire. They don't stay in big houses or big cars. They're very frugal. They don't buy things outright. They don't buy retail. They only will buy when it's special price only. And the book's it's an audio book also available. In Singapore, if you go to the National Library, you can download it for 21 days and you can listen to it. Or you can always, renew the subscription. A subscription can be renewed at any time, no problem. All right, so that is one of the things I want to share. So what you should do now is, what is the benefit of you building this business? How is it going to benefit you? Can you do at least 200 benefits? 200. You won't do everything. I do this in my handphone. I use Google. So whenever I'm driving or I'm thinking, you can't do this in 1 day. It'll take you a couple of months, Alan, trust me. But as you keep doing this, your value of business is going to go up. Your value of business. Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? I'm doing this for this reason. Hang on a minute, please. Let me show you a video. Just a minute, please. Okay, I'm doing this for this reason. Whoops, what did I do now? Sorry about that. What did I do? Okay, my Zoom disappeared. Just give me a minute. Okay, share screen. Okay. Can you see my video?
Yeah.
Check out what I'm looking at right now. This is this is Old Town Tallinn. This is the center.
Can you see this? You know what is this? You know what is this? These are your neuron and dendrites forming in your brain. Every time you write something, you're forming a connection. When it comes to business, you have no business connections. When it comes to sports, you have a lot of sports connection. How you play sports, muscle memory. Muscle memory, you train a muscle to a memory. This one is memory muscle. This memory muscle. You are forming new connections every time you read or you do something, you're forming connections. That's what this is all about. And why was Albert Einstein very unique? You will see his brain. I'm going to show you a video now. As you read more, as you do more, you form a lot of neuron connections in your brain. Like the wires are all tapped into our fan and lights, am I right? It's exactly what happens in our brain every time we learn something new. So our highest value is not business because there's not enough neural connections.
Okay.
Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, Donald Trump. Warren Buffett, by the age of 13, he read the entire Omaha, Nebraska library on economics, entrepreneurship, and finance. Can you see? By the age of 13, so his value on money is very, very high. It's higher than any one of us. So to bring your value up, you have to write this: how is building his business, serving greater numbers of people, will be a benefit, value, and service to me. Can?
Okay.
It's the first question, Okay. Now, second question. Is this second question, Okay. How? I'll put the questions for the chat group. How would achieving success in this business help you to achieve the life that you want? How would achieving in this business would help you to achieve the life that you want? Because if you cannot see it, you won't achieve it. By playing badminton, direct connection in staying healthy. Correct? But this business, if I achieve, what kind of life would you want? What kind of life would you want to have? For me, I want to travel, bring my wife and kids for traveling, eat the food. You know, I don't have much time. I've got 17 more years to live, so I want to enjoy my life, so this business will help me to create passive income. I won't have to work anymore already. I want to retire. Okay. Third question. This is the one. This is the most important one. How would doing the 953 born in bedroom help me to achieve the life that I want? Don't forget about this. I will change the question for you now. I'll put it in the chat group for you. How by reading? How by reading would help you achieve business success? Can you see this here? I'm putting it in the chat group. You can create your own questions. Don't worry. Don't follow mine. For example, you see reading is a problem, right? How by reading is it going to help me to achieve my business? How by gaining product knowledge is it going to help me achieve my business? How if I learn how to close will help me to achieve my business? And I'll teach you how to close. Don't worry. That's very easy. Someone taught me that. It was very easy. Okay. Now, this is the most important question. What are the fears blocking me from the next step? What are the fears blocking me in my next step? Do you call Casey and Tony before you go out and see anyone? And after you've closed, you call Casey and Tony and tell them how it went. My team members will call me before they go, and after they come back, they call me again, pre and post, so I can coach them what they did right, what they did wrong. So what is the fears that's holding you back in the next step? This is a very, very good question. My favorite question. Why do I deserve to have this kind of life? Do you deserve it? Many people don't believe they deserve it. And it's in their brain. Why? Because from young, our parents tell us, live a simple life, frugal life. Don't ask for more. So there's a program running in our head. You understand, right? Okay. And this one is my favorite. Okay. I started by halfway, I stopped it. Why should people join me in my team, and what value do I add? Like someone you said just now, Amway is not a selling business, it builds people up. Agreed? It builds people up. How are you going to help? How are you going to help to build people up? If you don't build yourself up, how are you going to help other people? All right. Okay. I've given you a few steps. If we increase our value of business, then what happens is, like badminton, you won't be told. You'll just go and do one. Even at badminton also, you start prospecting people, right? Everywhere you go, you prospect people. There you are. Everywhere I go, I prospect people. Everywhere. That's my nature. People say I go prospecting. I don't do prospecting. I just, wherever I go, I meet people, I say hello, hi. Because my value of business came up. It came up. It wasn't up initially. Slowly and gradually, it came up bit by bit because I did the work individually. Got it? Okay. So now, back to coaching session. What other steps are you going to do? Casey, can someone unpin Casey and have Casey on the video? And Tony, please. The uplines. This is the closing part. Casey and Tony, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So can you pin? Can we pin Casey? And is Tony there? Let me see if I can find. Also start video. Okay. I can't find. Okay, never mind. I just pin him there. Never mind. Okay. So now you're gonna tell Casey your plan for the three things we talked about. Knowledge, product knowledge, and closing. What are your steps? Casey can teach you closing better than I do. I'm very sure of that. I can close. Okay, but Casey can do better. Okay, so what are the steps? This is action step. If you don't take the action step, then today our session is a waste of time. Agreed, Alan? You want to go Founders Platinum, right? Okay, so what action step? Small step. Atomic is small. The smallest particle in the universe, atomic, small step. Somebody told me, you want to go run, don't run. Every day, get up, put a shoe, and then take out a shoe. Put the shoe, take out a shoe. After I put the shoe, go outside, come back. What I do is very small, minute steps. Got it? Okay. So what steps? I've given you quite a bit. You don't do everything. Don't do everything. Just take one small step and tell Casey what you can do. Okay, I'm done. Alan, your turn.
Yeah, I think in my mind, okay, I've been trying recently. Like what you say, I'm taking small steps, small steps to gain extra knowledge. So it's still jumping here and there. So like what I say, I also discovered that from YouTube I can learn something, and then I also started to take out this demo kits, and then rearrange them, and then check what anything that is missing, short of anything else. So trying to rearrange this demo kit. Yeah, but I started using once or twice already so far. Yeah, that is my action at this moment. So I don't know whether is that correct or not.
Casey, what do you think, Casey?
Taking small steps is good, but consistency is the key.
Yes. She gave the right answer. She gave the right answer. It's the consistency. So how are you going to get consistent? That's the key. I got the answer, Baro, I'll tell you. If I tell you that, it is not your idea. I don't want to be an advice monster anymore already.
So I guess I have to do the demo to myself to make it consistent.
How would you know your child will do the homework?
Yeah,
how would you know?
Check on them. I won't know.
Okay. How would you know your boss is doing your work? How would you know your boss knows that you're doing your work? How does he know?
Result.
Correct. The work gets done. The work gets done, and he knows, right? So how would Casey know that you're doing the work?
Whether I go to the next pin or not.
No. Casey never asked that. I don't think Casey is asking that. Casey is asking for consistency. Casey is asking for consistency. So when you've done something, is this something that you like to do to tell her, I've done this? This is what I've learned. A consistency message. Would that help?
You mean to me?
For example, when a boss gives you work, your boss needs to know how your progress is, so you keep him updated. Am I right?
Okay.
Casey is not your boss. She isn't your boss. Casey is your cheerleader, so is I am, and so is Casey and Edwin and everybody else. But to cheer you on, we need to know, are you doing the work? And when we hear you doing the work, we get motivated. Sometimes my downlines motivate me rather than I'm motivating them. Right? Yeah. So consistency is the key, and persistency is the key. Correct? Yeah.
Okay.
So would you like to send her a text message and say, hey, I did this today. This is the result. Three letters, what do you call line that keeps you, consistent in what you are doing. Would that is that something that you would like to do?
Yeah, I think that's quite a good suggestion also.
I'm just suggesting, Winnie. I've given you some questions also at the same time that you want to do. You can't do all. I'm very, very sure of that. Pick one or two which I think you can work on. Atomic Habits is a fantastic book. Like I said, you can download the audiobook free from National Library Overdrive for 21 days. You can renew for another 21 days again. All right. So small. For me, every morning, in probably 15 minutes, I listen to audiobooks. In the car, I'm driving audiobooks.
Okay.
All right. So is there something else you want to ask me regarding taking action? Because your values, you must set your goals according to your values. If your value is physical and business is right at the bottom, you will not do it. If your business is on the top, you set the goal accordingly, you will do it. That's why reading increases the value of business. That's why Warren Buffett value of business is very, very high. He looks at a balance sheet. He knows that money can make money or not. Because he's read how many books on economic, entrepreneur, and finance. I follow Warren Buffett and Bill Gates on LinkedIn, and they recommend these are the books they read for summer, and I buy those books sometimes. Like even I bought what do you call Da Vinci. Was very interesting, the book. My favorite book is Dalio, Life and Work Principles. I'll start with why. They increase my value of business by reading. You understand that? So you got to increase the value of business. If you don't increase that, and it's, like I said, I love fish tank. If I keep using my fish tank, I can't build a business, by the way, because my fish tank costs a lot of money. One fish, 50, 60 bucks. Die Siliao. I had a clam, $55. I was wondering why my clam died. One day I saw my son urinating into the fish tank. Okay. So God was telling me, William, give it up. You can buy a bigger fish tank next time. So I gave up all my other activities and put the focus into my business. When I went Founders Platinum, I never do much work. The work I did earlier brought me through to Founders Platinum. The earlier work that I did brought me to Founders Platinum very easily. The year I qualified. Yeah. So it's the work that we do now is important. The reading, the listening. I mean, CDs, you can ask for Casey for recommendations, books, I've already given you a few books to start with. So is there anything else you want to ask me? I think I'm done. Got any questions?
Yeah, I think it's very comprehensive, as you say.
All right.
Every point is there. Yeah. So it touched on all the points, which I think all this really helped me.
Yeah.
So
and one of the most important, and one of the most important things for me is attending major functions. And I hope I'll be attending the TQG function on March 25th and 26th. Because I was 1 year, after I joined 1 year, I was dibbly-dabbling, not really serious about it. But in 2003, I went for a major function with Dr. Wang's group. And that is where my mind got shifted completely. Like every year, 2 years, we change a battery, remember? My battery got changed. I came back, my upline never do nothing for me. I did everything by myself. And I built the business because the major function was the big eye opener. So I'm bringing some people with my new team, and I want to go Emerald by August 2024. That's my goal. I'm working towards it. All right. So I've done everything. If there's no questions, thank you very much, Casey, Tony, and Ellen. I'm heading over to Bay now.
Thank you, William. Thank you.
Thank you, Ellen. Thank you for participating.
Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you, Ellen and William and Casey as well. I think, wow, what an eye-opening experience we have today. I think William did what he did best, and we learned from his experience. All his questions, what I noticed from this session was that William never answered anything. He only asked questions, right? So, okay, wait, okay. Now no more the spotlight, right? Okay, otherwise Casey will be there.
If anybody's interested in learning about coaching, this book I just bought called The Tao of Coaching is very good.
The what?
The Tao of Coaching.
The Tao.
The Tao of Coaching. Yeah, it's a very good book which I found. One of my friends who's is a coach. She recommended me to read this book before I started coaching. I'm sharing on the screen here. Can you see the screen here? The Tao of coaching.
Okay.
This will teach you that we shouldn't be an advice monster. We are advice monsters giving advice and people don't follow. I've given so many advice, people don't follow. I wasted my time. And my coaching was 3-4 hours. Actually, it's wrong. Your coaching should only last 60 minutes, not more than that. That's it.
Yes.
Every 3 weeks you are. So I've got 2 people in my team now. I'm applying this technique with Daryl and with Chunta at this point in time. Okay. If you're interested to get the book. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, William. I think William today asked some not so easy to answer, but very important questions for all of us to figure that out, write down and exercise our mind about. And like he said, once we are sure about our value and what benefit us, we would do it on top of our head. Right. So thanks once again, William, for giving us the experience of this coaching session. And thanks, Alan, for participating and willing to answer all these hard questions on behalf so we can learn from you. Okay, so thank you to all this great sharing, and I'm really glad that with this Home Globaling meeting I am able to learn as well, because not every leader is open to having such an open session and letting us learn. So thanks once again, William. Let's put a 111 in the chat room for William and Alan. Okay, so moving forward, we come to the last part of our meeting tonight, and we have our founder Diamond Edwin, who will do a closing for us tonight. So let us put our hand together, 888, and let's welcome Edwin to do a teaching tonight.
Sorry, Bei, I will.
Okay.
I have the honor.
Sorry, Casey.
It's okay. I have the honor again to thank the founders of Home Globaling, Founders Diamond, our dear Founders Diamond Edwin, our late Founders Diamond Janet. Okay, they're creating this platform, and again, Diamond Edwin give me this opportunity to do the closing. I don't think I need to say more. I'm sure all of you have learned a great deal today. So thank you very much, Alan, firstly, for sharing your so-called the MP3. You listen to MP3, I know, the Chinese one, from the EDC. We learned a lot. Of course, we have to upgrade ourselves, like what Alan said, in the business. You have to learn so that you can add value, like what William also said. William did a great job as usual. He is very, very good in coaching. That I have to learn from him. He's the master of coaching. I'm very good in sharing. Yes, do the action. Yes, I can. Building relationship. Yes, I admit. But then, of course, we do the what do you call that? The reading, the association, and the listening are the one that help me. And then of course, consistent action, because I'm like William, easy to say hello to people. Very easy to get name list, very easy to do closing actually as well. It's not that we were born like that. I'm sure William shared the same thought, because we learn through, it's a journey. What is so good about this journey is it allows us to make mistakes. To move to a higher pin, my experience. Even, you can ask Founders Diamond Edwin. He made more mistakes than me, 6 times more. I make more mistakes maybe than Alan or Bei. So that is why I do believe it's not only the action. It allow us, the actions allow us to keep, trying. But this no exam. This I love about this business is no exam. You just have to have tea. You just have to build relationship, put in the action. That's it. Learning. I think also like what William said. It has to come from you internally. It has to come from ourselves. My experience. To this level, I must say I'm a very good learner. That's all. I'm a very good learner. Even though I was so sick 2 weeks ago, lying down, or last week, something like that. I don't miss a function so far. Never miss a function, even though, I was actually lying down on the sofa. I couldn't even get up, Yeah, and of course with my sexy voice last week, yeah. But now touch wood, yeah. The power of Nutrilite, see, the knowledge of product, it come from our own experience. Very easy, come from our own experience. So much so, I went to see a specialist because it affected my heart. So I went to see a heart specialist. So he didn't give me a single pill or whatsoever. He just told me, whatever you're doing, carry on. That's it. You're doing the right thing. He couldn't find anything wrong. Yeah, after spending a few thousand on CT scan, on 2 rounds of blood tests, all the needles and all that. Yeah, couldn't find anything wrong. So just let my body heal by itself. I'm very happy to say, you know, I didn't expect to recover so fast in time for Chinese New Year. But, you know, I'm recovering very well. Yeah. So this is also give me the confidence how, you know, we gain knowledge or this on the knowledge on the business or even on the product. Yeah. So because volume come from the product, you see the business volume, yeah, come from product knowledge and all that. We don't have to go out there to just to say today study A, study B, study C. No, it just have to be the product of the product. Yeah, like what William just now also mentioned, the value. And also not only that, I like the 7 areas where he talk about spiritual, social, mental, physical. What is your highest value? That's very important. My highest value is to stay healthy, you know, create the awareness, you know, the health awareness among my friends, among the people whom I love. Yeah. So I do believe, you know, with all this knowledge, you know, there is nothing is not learnable. Yeah, everything is learnable. It's just that whether it comes from us. That's why I love what William said. Does it come from you? Yeah, if it comes from you, it will be with you permanently. And we don't have to have the question mark. Am I doing the right thing? Am I doing the right thing? Yeah. So anyway, thank you very much, William. As usual, I learned a lot also. Yeah. So maybe one day you coach me lah. Teach me how to cook. I buy you coffee, no problem. Or Starbucks, not coffee diamond. Okay. Well, I mean, I always admire how William coach other people. Yeah, I'm learning every day actually. I still have a lot to learn. Okay. So with that, thank you very much. Of course, as usual, the host, they always amaze me, you know, the way she speaks beyond her age actually, her experience. Yeah. And of course, the hero behind all the AV and all that we learn. I have to thank you, serving the team quietly every week. Yeah, thank you very much. So I wish everyone, those Chinese or those who are Chinese origin, you know, celebrating Chinese New Year, a very happy rabbit year and a fruitful, prosperous rabbit year. Okay, thank you, everyone.
Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Casey, for such a wonderful closing. Casey said she's a great learner, but she's beyond that. She's also a great supporter, and she's like a big sister in this Home Globaling team, always supporting and teaching us something. So thanks once again, Casey. Okay, so today I believe that we have learned so many things, from Alan's sharing to William's coaching session and to Casey's wonderful closing. I learned a lot, and I hope all of us did as well. Okay, so like Casey mentioned, next week it's when we celebrate Chinese New Year. So we will be taking a short week off for meeting. That doesn't mean we can stop our business, because it's the time where we can socialize the most, right? And we can meet the most people. So let's make out the best of it. And we will see you back here the following week with, of course, another great session and learning to learn from each other. Okay, so with that, thanks once again, Alan, William, Casey, and of course our founder, Diamond, Edwin, and Janet. We will see you again next week. Happy New Year.
Thanks, Bay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.